ready.
Welcome back to the channel. We are here with another reaction to the Expanse season 6 going strong. We're here with episode 5. We're not gonna waste any time here. Let's jump into the reaction. I will see you guys right after for the review.
Are you up there? Tara?
Baby, we're right here!
This is weird, man.
Sam? Kara?
I don't think that's
Is that you? I feel weird.
it's because
What
you're
happened?
risen.
You got hurt. Really hurt. Like, killed hurt. Oh,
Oh? That's
I remember I was scared. I heard talking, but I couldn't see anyone. What does it mean to be in substrate?
substrate.
Everything looks different. Never saw that before. The dogs fixed you.
The dogs? I don't think those are dogs. Whatever that is, it ain't your brother. Hey.
Ringcom relay in position and active.
Oh, don't tell me that
Give me
you...
a wideband. Medina Station. This is the MCRN. Our weapons are now locked on Medina Station.
She really went out here by herself, bruh.
Torpedoes. Radial tubes. Plasma warheads only.
Admiral, we're picking up multiple plasma discharges from the surface of the ring station.
From the surface, what is it?
Not sure yet, ma'am. Collision alert! Multiple incoming!
All ships, emergency evasion!
Emergency evasion my
We
ass.
didn't have anything on board that would do the trick, but we were able to salvage some appropriate hull stock from the Granicus, which is en route to us now. The new framework should be in place by the time it arrives. Would you like me to assign Philip to the detail?
Do as you wish. It's of no concern to me. They're calling it my war.
Iapetus is just one station, and an insignificant one at that.
One is all it takes to sow doubt. That is what Jammer has done. If enough belters support the inners, then we will...
Yes, we could lose, which is why the only thing we need to care about now is getting to Medina. With 1,300 systems and hundreds of colonies under your thumb. As much metal as we can mine, as many shipyards as we can build. Anyone who wants access to that will have to ask you. Drummer raided a defenseless supply depot. If she wants to act like that makes her a hero, who cares? Yes.
You're surprised. What? Did you think it wasn't going to work?
This calls for a celebration.
The railgun is a Martian design, but it's made out of a metal we've never seen before.
Marco traded proto-molecule for Martian gunships. Maybe this was part of the deal.
I thought the ring station was impenetrable. How the fuck did they attach giant railguns to it?
We mounted the guns on titanium bands laid right along the surface. The assembly holds itself together, and since the station has effectively infinite inertia, it's a perfect emplacement. Our strike team took fire from 5 guns, but there are probably 6. From these positions, Inaros can rain hell on any point inside the ring space.
Jesus.
If Inaros gets behind the guns, the farms on Medina will be able to provision his forces indefinitely.
And blow Medina up.
The last time we detonated a nuke near the ring station, it powered up and nearly wiped out the entire solar system.
We have to stop them before they get through the ring.
Based on the position of the Pella when it engaged Rocinante, there is still time to intercept them, but the window's closing fast.
Abandon Ceres.
And consign every soul upon it to starvation and death.
We don't owe Ceres a goddamn thing.
Engage and keep firing until we run out of bullets.
MCRN fleet concurs.
We don't have enough ships, and we're spread too thin.
We can get the job done.
Do you truly believe the odds are in our favor?
No, ma'am, but...
If we have to send more people to their death, the least we can do is give them a fucking chance to win.
That's the truth.
You'll have my decision soon. What?
You seem a bit tired.
Stop mothering me.
Yes, ma'am.
The Martians have been urging a full-scale assault on Medina Station from the moment we arrived at Ceres and found it stripped. They wanted to send a joint strike force to the ring. I refused to go along with them.
If you had, do you think it would have changed the result?
I want to know what you think.
It's not my place to say.
Have I gone soft? Was I trying too hard to be good when I should have been ruthless?
You used your best judgment.
And lost. There is no prize for the best victim.
Mm.
Your torpedo picked a rotten time to misfire. I'm not blaming you. It was just bad luck.
The fight's not over yet.
I don't need platitudes. We're fucked, and it's my fault.
Fine. Maybe you have gone a bit soft, which might not be so bad in small doses, but now is not the time for self-pity bullshit. It's time to keep your eyes on the enemy and wait for the next time they slip up. Because I still think we're the good guys, and I'd rather do a little less soul-searching and a lot more fighting back.
Hey. That's the truth.
Go do something else.
Well, if
Hell
it's
is Amos still
useful.
doing out there?
Oh, he's not out there. He went into the station.
Why?
He didn't say.
Do you know when he'll be back?
He didn't say.
Watch your step.
Based on the data, it seems clear to me that a significant number of these ship disappearances were indeed similar to whatever happened to the Baki. The ring transit data that
Oh, that's who he was thinking about.
there was a lot suggests that there is a mass energy threshold which precedes or perhaps triggers these events, which obviously would have dire consequences for the future use of the rings. I've embedded our analysis for you to see.
You were right. Anytime anyone goes through a ring, they don't realize they're taking a massive risk. You said that every time you transit, you can feel those entities getting angrier. Do you think they're trying to get out?
I don't know. Maybe. The artifact on Ellis proves they can directly affect our world. Avasarala needs to see this. This is bigger than the war. Something funny?
No, something good.
The supplies are solely food and fuel. To help relieve the station, we are giving it to you.
That doesn't make any difference. UNN crew will board each of your ships and pilot them in.
Your soldiers on my ships.
And conduct a thorough security screening. Any free Navy partisans or belters with outstanding warrants will...
So it is the inner's policy to starve the belt again.
If you do not submit to these procedures, we will not let you...
Captain Drummer.
Secretary General.
We're grateful for your assistance. Your ships are cleared to dock and will be treated as sovereign territory. Your crews are also welcome on the station, as long as there are no disruptions.
We will be staying only long enough to unload the supplies.
It's nice to finally meet. Fred Johnson spoke well of you.
He spoke well of you too. We didn't agree on everything.
Then your gesture says even more about you and of the true OPA. Inaros is an enemy.
A century of oppression made Marco Inaros inevitable. Not him, that would have been another.
Interesting perspective. I'd like to hear more, perhaps in person. I would be happy to offer the hospitality of my ship.
The Belters here are hungry and I have food. I came for them, not you.
Jeez, I see the God. Jeez, it does. There's still this. I get it. It's caution, you know. So I understand. It's really just caution, but there's just a teensy bit, a little bit of, you know, resentment there. I had to drink some water, man. Boy's been parched all day.
Oh yeah, me Pascal. We double time this shift, care? Faster we finish, faster we get to Jing.
Where's Tadeo?
Oh, in the break.
Why is he in the break? Why the hell they lock him up?
What are you doing here?
What did you do?
I couldn't stop thinking about my brother. There was no mention of him on the newsfeed, which was good, but still. So I read the transmitter and I sent him a message.
You broke radio silence.
Just one quick burst.
You could have given away our position. You're lucky that they didn't space you.
I wasn't thinking about me. I was going crazy. I just needed to know that Mas was okay. And he was always there for me.
Damn.
Kamina, I can't believe how long it's been since we've actually spoken to each other. And now we can do it in person. I'm here with the Rosie on Ceres. I'm sure you're caught up in the relief efforts. Amazing what you did. There's so much I want to say. Just let me know when you have a little time and I'll come to you.
We got some information from a Bertar on Ganymede. Not a spy. Regular man. A botanist. He risked his life and family to send us experimental biotech simply because he believed it could help restore Earth's ability to grow food.
And?
Initial reports suggest he might be right.
One good apple, sometimes that's all it takes.
Madam, he's here.
Just a moment.
People are responding well to the Lucky Earther piece. Wayne's also getting death threats.
It's just a stimulant. This is no time to worry about the swim back. Send him in.
Monica.
Holden, I heard you had some interesting times out there. As usual, we should set up an interview.
Never, ever, ever again. Thank you for seeing me so quickly. I know you've got a lot going on.
You rarely waste my time. One of the few. What's on your mind?
Travel through the rings is not as safe as we thought. When traffic exceeds a certain mass energy threshold, a ship will disappear in transit, abruptly vanish without a trace. It's connected to the artifact we discovered on Amos, and it's happened a number of times.
I think I need to up my dosage. Never mind. What can we do about this?
I think we need to share it with Inaros.
Oh, James, you're truly one of a kind.
Just hear me out. If we can convince Marco that the danger is real, he might...
What? Lay down his arms and say, you're right, let's solve this together? We're one big happy family after all. You have to be the most naive person I've ever met.
Every time anyone uses a ring, it puts all of us at risk, including the colonies and the trade routes. And that problem is not just going to go away.
Let me show you the problem we have right now.
Those look like real guns.
Yes, they are. Very big ones. They destroyed 6 Martian warships in a matter of seconds. We cannot afford the luxury of worrying about the future until we end this war. Kamina Drummer, how well do you know her?
What do you want with Drummer?
I need an ally, a belter, with ships and guns, who's respected by her own kind, to fight at our side against Inaros. We need Drummer's strength.
It's really that bad?
We have lost more ships than we could afford. Not long ago, Drummer was a fugitive with 1 ship. She came to Ceres with 8, studded with missiles and guns. Belters trust her. Some will flock to her, and some will abandon the Free Navy. That could make all the difference.
Drummer has no love for Marco, but she's no friend of Earth either, and she's not gonna trust you.
On Earth, I once put a belter up on hooks to suffocate him, to make him tell me things he wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah, that's season 1, bruh.
The belt sees me that way, because that is who I was. It is not who I am now.
That's true. That's true. Amos is just out here getting drunk.
The old lady's trying to win the game with a crap hand.
You think we're gonna lose?
We can't lose. Not really. But I don't think we can win either. Our grandchildren will still be killing each other over this shit 100 years from now. Might be time you got back to your ship.
I'm not sure I'm going back.
You serious?
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out here anymore.
We're fighting a war.
Are we? Because war is when you try to kill the other guy when you get the chance.
We caught a bad break with Inaros. It happens.
It happened because Holden disarmed the nuke. He saw Naomi's kid on the pillow. I don't know. Usually I get what he's trying to do, but this... Sometimes it feels like he's trying to get us killed. Then a couple times he saved the whole human race. I guess it balances out.
Not a man who does things by degrees.
War is the wrong place for good men.
Good or bad, it's the same place for everyone. Firing line, drop ship, sitting in a crash couch wondering if you'll live long enough to unstrap.
Then what difference does it make if you're good or bad then?
Well, when you're in the shit, not much. But, I mean, I fought for my planet. I fought for money. Was a time I would have said I fought for honor. In the end, the only thing that matters is fighting for who's covering your flank. Doesn't matter if they're saints or assholes. They're your people. They watch your back and you watch theirs, or you've got nothing.
Hey, bars. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So back to the ship.
So back to the ship.
Yeah.
So, what's the verdict?
They have size, we have numbers. No matter what they do now, they can't engage us everywhere at once. We can dictate how the forces will be spread. The stage is set.
That sounds good.
It is good.
Was your father big in your life?
I never knew.
So you improved upon the role?
Not as much as I hoped.
Yeah, that's something I want you to see.
Whose side are you on?
I think he did this for the cameras, man.
Or else everything that we fought for.
It's nice to see that kind of fire in him. I wonder where he gets it from.
Don't gas this nigga's head up, bro. Like, I think he has enough here in his head. I don't know what Philip is up to, man.
You should be celebrating with everyone else, not wasting your time with me.
I still have privileged access to the ship systems. I'm picking back a comm test to ping the city's network, see if I could find anything about your brother. Mass was on the docks when the water tanks exploded. He's dead.
Damn.
It's my fault.
Oh, it's DNR's fault.
No.
They occupied the station. They sold us.
No, I killed him. I was on the crew that planted the bombs and rigged the docks to blow.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo. What? I didn't see that coming.
They said no belters would get hurt. I thought we would
just killing Enos.
I kind of reap what you sow there, Sonny.
Admission to the green zone requires a valid permit.
It's harsh, but it's the truth.
You there?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, your drummer.
And what of it?
You can go right on through. You're pre-cleared.
There's no need. I will wait my turn.
Don't waste your time on this. You have more important things to do.
Gemma, how does it feel to be the inner's favorite pet?
Back in line.
Why is this bitch still alive? Could somebody just punch her in the face to have some more sense?
Nagata.
I'm sorry to just drop in on you like this. I know you've had your hands full with the relief effort.
It has kept me quite occupied. My apologies.
No need. It's good to see you.
You as well.
What is this weird tension between them? Makes no damn sense.
I'm eager to meet your family, if you have the time.
They're gone.
You mean...
Oksana and Bertol left after I turned on Marco to save the Rocinante. Serge was executed in reprisal. Joseph and Michio have decided to remain on Ceres so they don't have to keep paying for the choices I made for them.
You blame me for all that?
I did what I did. The fault is mine.
We have all lost a great deal.
Some more than others.
So your pain is greater than mine?
I was not saying that.
You know it's the last thing I ever would have wanted.
I didn't tell you about it because what good would it have done?
I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart.
Don't. Please don't. You didn't come here to apologize. Then why did you come?
I wanted to see you.
You know me well enough to know that silence meant I didn't want to be seen. So why are you here?
Holden asked me to talk to you on Avasarala's behalf. She wants you and yours to fight at her side against Marco.
You should leave.
Camino, please.
Clear this deck! You come to me running errands for the inners.
It's not like that, and you know it.
How do you do it? Work with them, live with them, pick their side against your own over and over.
I pick my own side. I despise Marco and everything he's done.
Avasarala and her inners are no better.
That was true once, but it's different now.
Can't see the change, man. That's the thing. It's just like they can't
So
accept that people change.
I can choose to wait for the bounty to go high enough that someone kills me. Or I can put a collar on my neck and hand the inners the leash.
Well, when you put it like that, you make it sound awful.
I wish there were another way. I tried to find one, but there isn't.
Then we have to make one.
Tell me how. Tell me, and we will help.
I don't know how.
Then all we can do now is to stand by the people that we love. What else is there?
Fuck you. You self-righteous shit. Fuck you.
You don't have no answers, man. I hate that they have to be going through all this shit they've gone through. They've been through so much, lost so many people. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you want unity, you gotta sacrifice even your feelings about things. You know what I'm saying?
And here I am.
Why you pull up like that, though?
I didn't really believe that you would leave your ship.
Would you have come to me?
Your security detail doesn't seem too happy about it.
They don't appreciate the value of a symbol as much as I do.
Then this is just symbolism.
I hope not. I hope it's a way forward for us both.
The system is filled with the graves of Belters who trusted in us.
And my planet is now covered with the bodies of people who paid the price for that.
Why are you here? Speak plainly.
Marco will get many more Belters killed before this ends. You know that.
So you're here to save us?
I'm here because you can help me win this war. The sooner it's done, the fewer the dead. Of both our people.
When the last shot is fired, when Marco is dead, will you remember us?
Oh,
will
yes.
you remember the Belters who bled for your victory?
All I can do is promise that I will. I have given your people many reasons to hate me, but none to think I'm a liar.
Belters fighting alongside inners against Belters. I never thought I would live to see that.
Neither did I.
My people will not take orders from you.
I don't expect them to.
Straight up, let's get to it, man. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, man. After everything is done, we can figure out what's next. You know what I'm saying? We're halfway officially. I think we are, at the very least. We are, right? There's only 10 episodes. Is it? Did I just see 6 episodes? Wait a second. The final season is only 6 episodes? There's only 1 episode left. Are you serious? I thought we were gonna get a full 10 episode season. I'm here like watching. Man, I'm bummed. I'm a little bummed about this. Come on, man. For reals? Let's talk about this episode. Finally, Drummer and Christian meets, and it's for the better. I want to really see how they wrap up this series. So I don't think I'm gonna wait on it. I think I'm gonna react to this finale tomorrow, and just do the review, get it over with. But that's neither here nor there. You're not here for that. And my decision. This episode was a great episode. It seems like everybody has made their choices. We've come such a long way, and I like the position, or the conversation, I should say, between Naomi and Kamina, because the reason why I love that conversation so much, because it brings the whole show into perspective. At least for me it does. It brings the whole show into perspective of what all these characters have been going through and everything that has gone down, and here we are right now having to do something that we don't want to do again, which is Belters working with inners. That has been happening a long time ago. You just haven't joined the gravy train. Kamina, right? So, of course, I understand why they don't want to work with Earthers. This long-standing history of being oppressed and all of these different things. And I understand, because even Christian has to come to the point where she has to say, I've done a lot of things for Belters to hate me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm different now, you know what I'm saying? So she knows that it's not gonna be an easy road to develop good relationship with Belter. She knows this, and she accepts that. It's like, whatever, but we're not gonna leave you guys stranded. We're still gonna help y'all. When everybody was saying, let's abandon them and go to the ring and whatever, right? And to deal with Marco and all this stuff, she was like, nah, we not leaving. Of course, she second guessed if she made the right decision. But as I said, man, this show just provides a lot of moral ambiguity, as in who's a good guy, who's the bad guy, who's in between, all of these different things. That's what makes it so good. That's what makes it so good. It's one of the things that makes it so good to watch this show, because you're just like, would I have made the same decision? Would I have been gung-ho at getting that Marco because he's doing all this stuff? Would I have said F Ceres and just pull out? You don't know, because you're not in that situation, right? But I think because of my pacifist ways, right, I think that I would go with the same decision that she made, which is like, yo, we can catch Marco another day. It is what it is, right? Regardless of what we may think, they have these rail guns now. That's what I thought it was a ship the first time they showed that thing. But I also want to know how they're going to make the connection into what's going on with the stuff that they've been showing us at the beginning of these episodes. I mean, I didn't know the season was so short, but because I thought they had more time to kind of flesh out that part of the story, but I guess not. We'll see how they handle it out. I'm pretty sure they're going to connect everything. And by golly, if it feels rushed, I'm going to say it feels rushed. But I don't think it's going to feel rushed, because I don't think there's much left to do than to go get Marco now that we have a solid fleet that we can send along, you know what I'm saying, alongside or with Drummer. I think we can have a solid wrap up for the series of The Expanse here. I really do. And I said, I've trusted the writers from beginning to end. They have not veered off from what they've been doing wonderfully. And there's nothing they can do in the final episode of this series for me to drop my score that I already have for it, which is a 10 out of 10. I believe that this is a 10 out of 10 TV shows. Is it perfect? No, it is not perfect. But the things that I use to judge TV show make it a perfection in my eyes. There are things that I could nitpick at and say, okay, this wasn't done well or this doesn't done well. I will be talking about that stuff in my review, but it's not, I don't think it will drop the score for me to say this is something that affected my experience and the things that I use to judge TV shows to where I rate them 0 to 10, right? On the scale. So I don't think there's everything that I think of, that I use. If you don't know, I use 3 things to judge TV shows, right? If there was some other categories I could see where I could drop points, but story, rewatchability, and audio visual. So cinematography and, you know, score, right? Those are the 3 categories that I use to judge, right? And I can already tell you that those 3 were done to perfection. As I said, there are stuff that I could nitpick at that, but it doesn't affect any of those 3 things. I think those 3 things was done very well, right? And now that they've connected what was going on in the beginning of the episodes to, you know, bringing in Salazar, I could see why things are going to connect clearly. And they're going to do that in the final episode to kind of bring everything full circle to tell us what's really going on. So I thought they would have had time to deal with the stuff because it's like ships are disappearing, all this different stuff. So essentially what we don't want is to anger the proto-molecule and what they're doing, because if we keep doing this, they, you know, as James said, it's like, at least Naomi said it back to him, and was like, I thought you said that what you see when you're transitioning, you know, going through the ring, is like they were getting angry and angrier, right? So the proto-molecule don't give a crap about humans. You know what I'm saying? Is that if we could work with them, they'll work with you. But if you aggravate them, they have no trouble with wiping your ass out. Okay? They're just gonna squash you like the bugs you are. So that's what they're trying to prevent. That's why he even is suggesting, yo, let's tell Marco what's going on, because if we get them angry, they might just destroy the entire solar system because they feel like they're a civilization that could probably survive something like that. So they have done it before. So they're destroying the entire solar system. I'm gonna dive into all of that, all right, because there's only 1 episode left. This is one of the best TV shows that I've watched, and I think that this episode here was done very well. I like the conversation that Bobbie and Amos had as well, which is, you know what I'm saying, like, we don't know really where we stand when it comes on to, because we've done things. We've killed people, you know what I'm saying? As Bobbie said, essentially is that she's fought for her planet, she has fought for money, and even some point she said she fought for honor as well. And look at where she is now. You get what I'm saying? And with Amos not being, you know, looking at the situation with him disarming the rocket and, you know, all of this other stuff that he was like, I don't know if I want to go back on the ship because of the fact that James actually disarmed the bomb, the nuke, right? He don't know if he could. So she puts into perspective for him, is like, listen, all we have left is to know that the people that we have, our friends, family, whatever the situation is, the people that we have is to know that we have their backs and they have ours. And that's all that matters. If at the end of the day, we die trying, or we make the, you know, person that we're protecting make a decision or whatever, and it is what it is, then that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna keep pushing and keep moving forward and knowing that's the perspective that she put with him is totally understandable, and I'm glad that he got it, right? I'm glad that he got the fact that, listen, no matter what, you know for a fact that James is gonna have your back, and if you can do the same for him, you don't have nothing to worry about. Now, you might think, I immediately knew why, you know what I'm saying, he disarmed the nuke. I knew exactly why he did it. It was very obvious to the audience, right? So him lashing out, totally understand. Amos, I totally understand why he lashed out. 100% I understand why he lashed out about it, why he didn't feel safe, because he felt like, it's like, this is what we were fighting the war for, it is to kill Marco, and you know, you decided not to. But remember, he wasn't on a screen, so he didn't see what James was seeing. Bobbie doesn't know. I don't think she knows about Philip. So even though she saw Philip on the screen, she didn't know who the hell this dude was. This was some random dude in the picture behind Marco. James knew exactly who it was, and that's the reason why he held back. You can't take that one decision now and decide that James don't want to protect his friends, right? He made a decision and he took a risk because he didn't want, not necessarily that he didn't want that out on his conscience. It's more of like he's thinking about Naomi, because he's like, but also, as he said, he doesn't want to have that. Like, you're gonna have to deal with that. Even though Naomi is saying that, don't this and don't that, trust me. Women are like, this is what it is. You do something like that, you killed her son, she's still gonna have that in the back of her mind that you killed her son. She probably won't love you the same. I'm just saying. There's a high likelihood that she's not gonna love you the same, even though she know why you did it. Or maybe you've even accepted it, that he did it. I don't want to walk around. If I'm James, I wouldn't want to walk around knowing that I killed your son. No matter what the circumstance is of why I killed him. I still don't want that on me. I don't want to be a lover to you and being in that position, because I know there's going to be some slight amount of, if not a lot, there's going to be some slight resentment there towards me. At some point, we get into an argument. Is that the reason why you killed my son? I'm sorry. That was going a little bit far, but you get what I'm saying, right? I don't want to deal with that. So I'd rather not, but I know the circumstances a little bit more dire and greater and deeper than that. But I was just being a little bit surface level with that. But at the end of the day, it was a good decision for him to go back to the ship. And I'm glad that Bobbie was the one that gave him that speech. I'm glad that Bobbie is still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that she's just still in the picture. You know what I'm saying? She's one of my favorite characters in the show, hands down, man. And thinking about anything else that happened in this episode that was super important I want to talk about, but I don't think there's anything else. We're ready to go to war. We're coming for you, Marco. You know, one way or the other. You know, James was trying to suggest that we work with you. I don't know what he was thinking. I think it's a little naive, just like what Christian said. But I get why he made the suggestion, though, because it's like, yo, we don't want to upset the proto-molecule, quote-unquote, system or people, whatever you want to call them. So this was very, very, very good. So I love this episode a lot. I'll see you guys for the finale. Hopefully you guys are strapped in and ready for a hard burn, okay? Because the next video is going to be a very long one. It's probably going to be about 2 hours. So the reaction is going to be there, and also the review is going to be there, and it's going to be a very long review. It's probably going to be longer than my my Lost review. I think my Lost review was the longest one I did, actually. I think so. I think my Lost review was like almost damn near 3 hours. This shit was ridiculous. But anyways, you guys already know, man, I'm here for y'all. just remember, I'm going to remind you again in the next video that we are going to have a live stream after the show is finished. So make sure you guys are ready to see it pop up in the notifications live stream. I will let you guys know in advance when it's going to be. It's probably going to be the week after the episode finishes, or maybe even the same weekend. So I'm not sure yet, but I will definitely let you guys know. So don't, leave the channel and forget about Terabyt as soon as the show is done, okay? Because we're gonna have that live stream discussion about The Expanse, not just about my enjoyment, but just talking about the show in general, and themes and stuff like that. We'll talk about the books as well. I haven't read the books, but we could talk about the books of what the show actually covered, if they left out anything, or if there's more books that they need to cover but they didn't, and they just felt like this was the best place to end it, or whatever the situation is. Whatever it is, we will have the discussion. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'll see you guys for the next one. I'm out. Peace.